Place is weird and foreign.
Weird and foreign.
I could probably take
Nah.
leave it on so
It's a
noticeable.
target. It's a target when we're in a
Space combat?
combat environment.
It's very easy to distinguish you from enemies.
The Tommy is not taking it.
Do what you want.
Leave it in my inventory, taking up an item slot.
Oh no! Inventory. What will you do?
Not have enough. Ever. Transport activated on.
Oh.
Down to about 7.5 hours of fuel.
Oh god, no.
Cal. Look in C2 materials.
I mean, I know how much fuel you.
We have even more.
Anything else we need to phase before?
Not that I know of, but I'm gonna go also take a restroom break real quick.
Need to get any more cats on board? I not seeing all 8 constructors working.
Is one of them not working?
I saw 2 not moving. It could also be a bit.
One is magnesium pentaxide. 2 is gold. 3 is promethium. 4 is not working. That one can be added for more promethium because we have too much of it. Five's working. 6 is processing up titanium. 7 and 8 are constantly working. Yeah, I think it was just the one, and I was in the inventory for the other.
Being in the inventory. We don't have any CPU. Does not look like it. Have the ores been set up to process?
Processed where?
Either through here at the base.
I've got everything set up in the constructors on the ship at the moment. I have not transferred anything over to the base for quick smelting. I don't think it should. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem if we're going to be going to do quests. Just have those processing in the background.
Oh no, I just reloaded one of the set of guns.
That was probably one of the miniguns.
It's one of the plasma-based ones. Yeah, 10,000. Now we have 9,100. Oh, it's the laser charge too.
Yeah. Those ones are slightly heavy.
It was Wibion? Wibion? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where we had. Now this is what I call a capital. I suppose I could have put more cargo in. Or a few spots I can.
I think we're good.
The spots I can squeeze it in. Keep the hang. That one. Yeah, all of this in here is. I was originally going to leave this as a cavity, just to ship, but honestly, there's enough space here to probably have find this one. Oh, okay. So one of them. It's a set of 3 though. I could. There should be room. Cargoes needed it. The ramps are dead.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think we are mostly good.
I'm mostly good.
Like, we have a lot of material that I don't know if we're going to end up using. And I also have to jettison out thousands upon thousands of just crushed stone.
No, we can cut that into iron.
We could. Slowly. Or I could just keep enough stacks to make a few stacks of iron if we need it.
But no, you know how much the next ship's going to cost?
There is no next ship. I know this. You spent a long time on that ship. And you needed a break to go do Helldivers because of it.
I don't know why the game froze up there for a moment. Or wood situation.
We've got like 150 logs on the ship, 110 wood planks already made, and we still have a ton of nitrocellulose.
What if Lamb decides to build a base out of wood?
And he can go mine his own wood. As far as equipping the ship with ammunition from when we started, I had a full stack of 4,000 nitro, and we have like 3,400 left.
Might be awful. Though those can stay. Oh, I gotta say this missile's not really too aimed, but
Have about 2,000 element pentaxide and 800 estrum gel if we ever need to make ammo on the fly as well.
oh, did my minigun ammo ever get built? I really
No,
wanted
I
the constructor
don't.
somewhere to do it. I don't remember which one.
What ammo does the minigun use?
Minigun round.
Did you do it in the base or on a ship?
I don't remember. It was like 4 hours ago.
It's on the base and there are 12,000 rounds, or 1,000 rounds.
1,000?
Yes.
How fast a minigun will chew through those?
That 10,000, sorry.
Oh. How fast a minigun will chew through those? Oh, I thought that
We can make... Yeah, they're in the ammos on the ship now.
I don't know why that tree hasn't appeared faster, but whatever. I need to make sure I don't accidentally run into the trees and knock them over, though. At a D4? Doesn't actually work. Not wide enough to get both of these trees at the same time, and I hate it. These trees have way too much health.
That's why we're getting the upgraded chainsaw.
That doesn't help me now. Hey, wood logs ain't even up to you.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, I probably don't need mine anymore.
Got a couple hundred.
Okay, what did I miss?
Yeah, say a couple hundred.
Cow, one wood log turns into like 800 nitro. I didn't even use 600 nitro.
It's not. Those are cars. And Lamb, I went wood mining while you're. Right. Where the hell am I? Where the hell is my? The hell did I end up way over here?
At least you move fast.
Approximately 49 meters a second. I don't hit a tree.
If you hit a tree, that's just more wood on the way back.
Hitting at a high speed usually means tree goes. Wood. Alright, so the real question is, can I... Aha! Rocks.
Nice. Wow.
Oh, what? Rock?
No, I just saw you ramp up on those rocks. I didn't think you were going to do it because you didn't pull up your nose at all.
Just... Over pads. Fishing. No, there are 950 wood logs in the harvesting terminal.
We will never run out of that wood.
When I went to look, it was like 750. Oh, I actually ran out of sprint in front of the ship. Oh, Lime, I didn't realize we were in the mini room.
I just moved over to check some things.
Wait, no, what happened to my pizza?
That would be in one of the fridges.
I swear a lot more.
I don't know then.
Well, you have to feed the crew something.
There's nothing in the fridge at the Mini Pro.
Well, it was even last week too. I was looking for it. I'm like, what happened to my pizza? Because I didn't see it in the mini probe at all. None of it. Like, where did it go?
I don't know.
We'll just blame Lamb.
I guess.
Lamb, you on the ship?
No.
Do we need 5 stacks of iron ingots?
Yes.
Okay.
That's only 20,000 neat. Yeah, 20,000 because it's stacked to 4,000.
Yeah.
That really ain't shit. Oh,
Can
know
I
how
make
much the
this
ship
jump?
costs.
Yes, I can. I'm in the ship.
Are you sick?
Yes. You can check your HUD and see that, yes, I am.
I actually can't currently. My hood.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
On you. Putting those in actually count. I have no idea. No. Just 4 more bridges, huh? Have 4 bridges? Con. Now I see that you're in the ship. Only I could warp from here. That's what traveling is. 60 meters, again, out to orbit.
Slow?
Honestly, it does feel a little. Right off to Wabian. For the quest.
A Wabian Knight?
It's thinking the same thing.
How else would you say the same? Off to way station to talk to Sectioner 32. These sections your Windows files. Chapter 6, Uncertain Outcome.
All the ores except titanium are done. Now we're just processing all the promethium.
Seems to be the station where we had to meet section. Our ship might be bigger than the way station. What's up? Recommend using the east exit. You choose to get to the east exit.
Took the north exit. I was already right there. Not allowed in the meeting room. Yep, well, I'm not allowed in the meeting room, but I can talk to him through the wall in the bathroom.
Yeah, I had that happen to me last time I was. No, I went in dialogue. I don't know if you're.
Still working on it. Just got into ship.
Space station?
Yes. Very lost.
Between the 2 elevator doors, there's another door that has another elevator that goes. So you have arrived.
Yes.
Also, if you're gonna call this guy as a Windows sectioner, you just need to have Microsoft Sam voice him clearly.
Just need a Clippy voice. how the hell Microsoft's name even sounded like. Besides robot. I don't remember. Welcome, my dear friend. There, robot. Surprised to speak to a hovering smiley face in front of a terminal. No, because I am afraid we have some security measures in place. That's why
I
I'm
don't
speaking
see
to
him,
you.
but these are some nice tiled walls.
I mean, you are in a bathroom, right?
Looking at some cubbies in the bathroom, yes.
That's why I'm speaking to you via this remote access terminal. Xerax, UCH survivors, Alex, stall the questions. I currently can't relay any of that information, I am afraid. But let's get started. The Xerax scum are always on our heels, and the AI protecting our little meeting has already detected some cyber espionage patterns trying to eavesdrop on our conversation. I'm listening. First, I am our contact person. They refer to me as Sectioner 32. On behalf of GLAD, the Galactic Liberation and Defense Organization, I would like to thank you for answering your call.
GLD.
You won't regret it, and it will make the galaxy a better place. And that means... First, we would like to send you on a simple mission. Go to the Opal Row asteroid field at the edge of the alien system. There you will find a mining facility. Approach it and wait for further orders. The suit AI has just been sent the mission package. It will be decrypted step by step and reveal all necessary info when you arrive there.
At the speed of plot.
Back to the ship. Was that for a generic robot voice?
Meh.
Did I ever turn off the maintenance lever in the... Don't know. Alright, back to where we were at the start of the session.
Woo! Wait, base?
No. Asteroid field. Wait. We didn't actually go to this asteroid field, did we?
I don't think so.
Hey. Time to look at the chat log. No, we didn't. We did the running back and forth for a bit. We ended up going to Omicron first. I've been here. Well, guys, I hope you like a journey.
Wow, it really spawned us on the other fucking side, huh?
Yeah. First number I saw was about 32 kilometers. You know what the worst part is?
We have to fly all the way there.
We'll have to fly all the way back over to this side.
Okay,
Yay.
apparently, the orientation of the camera depends on what way the chair you're sitting in is facing.
Yes. I did discover that on myself. And I'm like, oh, it's good to know. Also, it also puts you further back where side to side. It's in relation to the seat, which is weird. Instead of relation to the ship. So if you were sitting in one of the seats in the hangar, you would actually have a backside view of the ship. I don't know if I like that, Lamb, or hate it, but it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely a decision.
Good news. Half of our inventory for C1 parts is almost free now because all the water containers have been turned into hydrogen bombs.
Wait, that means we need to do more mining!
We're good. We don't need ice.
I was talking about for ice.
That's not the mining container. That's the parts container.
You're the mining container.
I know I'm the mining container.
Fill it up with more things.
We'll get more things doing quests.
We will, actually. With 17 kilometers more to go, by the way. We're about halfway there. Gotten so much closer, in fact, if you squint real hard, you might see a single pixel full.
And that's how we know you're cheating, because it doesn't load in that fast.
Kinda wish I had level of detail for larger distances. I don't know what the... Or how much you would even be able to see. Like, I would get not rendering in lights and shit. Like, a general blob shape would be great. But no, we just passed a couple dash.
Ah, yes, hurtling through space.
We have so much cobalt. I left 4 full stacks at base.
Clearly never enough.
We have like 3 on us. The only thing we're constantly running through is promethium and water.
What you're telling me is getting more speed.
I mean, that would run us more materials.
Alright, fuck the quest. Prepare the turrets. We've got reports that this Polaris mining facility has found something interesting. Our mission, retrieve that information so we can investigate them further. Park your vessel on or in range of the upper pad. Pretty sure we're not going on.
We are bigger than the asteroid.
Oh, this supposed to go down a little lower, but... I have hacked into the station computers, not only for your landing permission, but to announce you as an inspector. You can go wherever you want. Use this to your advantage, but don't track this. Ah, yes, we are global inspectors.
And I pull out my gun.
Would you like to do generic station manager?
Who talks to us while we're on the elevator?
Yeah.
I wish I could look at this guy, but I don't, so I don't know what he was, but...
Generic human. Male, I think?
Microsoft Sam again. Huh. Weird. Welcome. I hope you had a good flight. Those Xerox patrols are annoying. I hope you didn't have any trouble with them.
No more than usual.
Speak to your manager.
Yeah, I like that line. That's a good line, but it's also a skip. It's like, well, alright.
Ah, good. Well, headquarters said they would send an inspector sometime soon, but you must have been already underway, right?
I am always underway in some way.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Don't know.
Of course. Sorry. Please excuse me, I'm a bit nervous. We're all a bit anxious over here since we found the, item down there. Of course, we didn't tell anyone outside the facility.
working with professionals. Alex.
Thanks. I mean...
Details, please.
Yes, of course. So the foreman of yesterday's shift reported that something strange had been found right when they broke the first rocks of this new Prometheum vein. He said it was some kind of a stick wrapped in cloth and made from a never-before-seen material. I first thought they were having a joke at my expense, as usual, but the first analysis indicated the item they found is extremely old, and it seems to contain a power source. God, I can read.
Accidentally just skipped forward.
So, in order to prevent disturbing anything, I stopped all work on that face of the deposit and informed headquarters, following the new guidelines for reporting archaeological discoveries. All of the crew, except the managers, have been sent home for the time being.
May I speak to the manager? Manager?
Yeah, of course. I'm currently busy with writing this report anyway. It should be ready when you leave. Meanwhile, the station's at your disposal.
Thank you all.
Thank.
So we can dispose of the station. Got it.
Oh, wasn't human. It was generic male alien.
Generic male greaser.
Now to speak to the transport manager. Up there. Above. Waypoint.
See, this is why we don't turn off our jetpacks.
I just take the elevator like a normal person.
I'm in the conversation.
I am also in the conversation.
Yep.
I can't tell if that's a guy or a woman. I think it's a guy based on what I know from the blocks.
Black man.
I don't know what voice to give. That wouldn't how Edinburgh. The sounding raises. Other.
Welcome, Inspector. Glad you're here.
That works. Please report.
First, let me know, the mining operations on the planet have gone very well. I often feel like a remnant when I look at all the great people working on this project. You'd be surprised. We don't often need to descend into the dark mine to find interesting opportunities. If you ask me, each house needs some guidance, even if you need to handle them with a staff or a stick before venturing onto places where ancient history is still breathing. I wonder if these words are important. Probably should have put some more hard emphasis on them.
Well, I would like to imagine he's telling you, like, on the planet.
Yeah, hard emphasis.
But yeah, Planet Remnant. Does that sound familiar or anything that we went by on the way over here?
Sounds like we're getting planet crackers.
Like, sounds like there was a planetary fragment that we went by on the way over here that I said we were going to be coming back to that side of the fucking place for. Question mark.
Inspector, of course you weren't sent here to listen to an old digger, right? If I were you, I would take the opportunity to go to our cellar and fetch some rare wine. But leave before the rats come after you. Let me know when you're ready so we can cheer with a smiley face when you're back.
Leave for the cellar, say nothing else.
You're a terrible informant.
This has been a strange conversation, without any coherence. Maybe a hidden code? Yes,
you
hidden.
don't fucking
Hidden.
say.
Hidden, guys. I don't know why I have my minigun out. I don't need the... I know I don't need the minigun out. I have it out.
Clearly I'm supposed to fly the 1.4 astronomical units to base on foot.
Oh god, I swallowed a hole.
I'm outside. Yep. There we go.
Fired. Fire. Fire? Oh, cloth, and there is really only a stick. Not a stick, guys.
There's nothing in the container.
There wasn't. anything worthwhile. There was no stick in it. Opening up the container should have given you. But I did
It
see
still
that
wants me to go to the mine shaft. Where's the trigger for that one?
At the top possibly, but I did see that there was motion sensor down there. Or those and tassels are.
No, we're getting irradiated. Yeah.
After I managed to decode the hints the shift manager gave us, I think I found the planetary remnant. I have a marker on your HUD. It's only 29 kilometers in the other fucking direction.
You think you found it?
I don't know, ask Ida. So did you guys actually get the staff of guidance?
I had to force forward too, but... Picking up hostile signals. We should leave immediately.
Oh, I was about to use a human pack, and then I'm like, wait. Here. Like, medic stations at every fucking door. So did you guys actually get the staff of guidance item?
Yes.
It's needed for...
Yes. Oh, quest plural. Great.
Yeah. As
It's
Noah
a
said,
new
for keeping
tool.
the key metrics in your inventory and not to lose it, I'm going to reinstate the same. Restate the same. Don't lose the staff of guidance.
And it doesn't tell you not to lose it.
Yeah.
So clearly, to not lose it, I should put it back where I found it.
Clearly. Which also begs the question, Noah. If you're not supposed to lose it, but your backpack has a timer and you die and you're not able to get your backpack back, what happens then? Just
Then you have to do it the hard way of making something to get off the planet.
no, like you physically need the item in your story. And as far as I'm aware, there's no way to get another one. I don't. Well, not yet.
Well, don't lose it.
Yeah. Alright, time to go find that planetary remnant that we already found that world.
My god, the
Apparently-
Prometheum's almost done processing.
Apparently, some people call the staff of guidance the stick of truth.
Yeah, some people have called it that. I did see that. Kind of makes sense with knowing some of the stuff. People would refer to it as a stick of truth. Or wait, no, the Prometheum's almost done. We can go grab another Prometheum asteroid. Alright,
Oh. Honestly, gonna grab another asteroid. Might as well make it ice.
That happened too.
That said, we don't really need to for a while.
There's an ice asteroid actually on the way to this planetary remnant.
I guess we're grabbing it.
Yeah, apparently if you lose the stick, you're just supposed to console it back in.
Yeah. Which is a little dumb, but alright.
The stick of guidance can't guide itself back into your inventory, sadly. Hi, bot.
Bot?
There's bot.
Stream boo.
Oh, that bot.
By your
Yep.
viewers.
Yeah, I banned that bot. Also, with that bot's name, it sounds like they should be playing like Phasmo.
I didn't see the name.
Supernatural Mortuary. That's a good name.
Mortuary assistant, maybe.
That's what they. I was trying to remember that game's name.
So, do we stop at the ice asteroid?
Sure.
Oh, actually?
Yeah, keeps those hydrogen bottles going. Never run out of fuel.
Is that anything like a gas-powered stick?
It's a guided powered stick, but yeah.
Runs out of gas. This asteroid might be like 500 meters out of the way. Maybe a kilometer. It's not much. So you know what turrets don't break? Somebody being in them? Little turret. What the- Mostly because you can't manually control those, you have to be pilot safety.
Can you use those to mine?
Yes.
Not very well, mind you, but you can.
We're at all apparently, question mark? Oh, I was too far. Ah, help me.
Honestly, those two, if you position right, you could actually probably have hit with both beams. My god, your lasers go straight through!
The range on these drills, by the way, is actually less.
Yeah.
The range on these is 120.
It's like using the fine drill versus the flattening tool.
Looks good. Alright, back to our 7.5 kilometer journey. To the other side of the sector.
Someone shoot the turret.
I have guns too, Noah.
Not if I take the ammo out.
Are you not someone here?
I would still have guns.
Until the ammo runs out.
I have 900 blade. Oh. Actually, another ice ash. Oh. New station we just escaped from. Just a little bit more menacing. Let's see if the staff of guidance will lead us through this. Land on the lower pad this time. Can't land on the any pad game. Yep. Big.
Well, land your goddamn feet there. You know, I should actually probably use this radiation shower.
In that I brilliantly provided all spots.
Maybe. Oh, hey, another ice asteroid. Wait a minute. This isn't just an ice asteroid. This has multiple things on it. What the fuck?
Yes.
Damn cheating POIs.
Hey, bug sounds.
That are part of the Legacy faction. Oh god!
Their AI's broken again.
As we
You know,
start
I-
up at the control room, hopefully there are some data notes we can access here.
Yeah. Probably should hit the quest marker here.
Probably. Station lockdown. Deadly fourth? Deadly fourth. Authorized. Deadly force. What that
Ghost,
means.
would you like to work with me here?
Access terminal should be on the upper.
Yes. Upper levels.
This is up.
I think this has an ammo core, doesn't it?
I totally haven't gone straight into the dungeon.
More concerned about the signs we just passed and not about the terminal. There's a terminal inside or something. Yeah, it seems to be a little bug. Fix that.
This wall is just pitch black. Also, I just found a bunch of raw pentaxid. I do not have the weight to carry this raw pentaxid.
Did you connect to the ship?
I can connect to the ship, but not while I'm looking through this thing.
Is it a container? Like a
Yes.
proper, like, mud or something?
It's an alien container.
You should be able to access the ship by just bringing it on the drop down on the left panel.
On the left panel, not on the right.
Correct, but I mean, you can just move that way.
But I keep my stuff on the right. Also, I can't put the pentaxid back. What? Wait, what?
Don't.
Game?
Did you pick it up?
I picked it up. I tried to put it back into the alien container. The alien container's full. I tried to put it back in my inventory. Now my inventory's full. What?
I see
Something went fucky.
there's xenosteel blocks. I'm not surprised it's full.
No, but the pentaxid was in here already.
Those
Yeah.
containers can spawn in with more container.
Yeah.
I'm more confused why I pulled stuff out, was able to put it in, and then it went back into my inventory. Won't go back into my inventory.
Lamb, I recommend just putting it on the drop portion, so it goes on the ground, then connecting. That way.
No.
To whoever finds this is hilarious. We found it. Legends are
Ha
true.
ha 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 ha.
The Talon, they were once database error. The Xerax. The construction plans of the charged bow's proof. Troopers destroy all evidence, but in the core room, I will try to get and inform data stream end. Now we need to go to the mine shaft, where probably Lamb's already at and doing things. Following the quest.
I can't find the quest markers half the time anyway. I mean, yes, but
They had a big yellow arrow pointing go here, though.
half of this game is yellow.
Oh, how convenient. Someone has put some lights to mark the way. Follow the red string down into the abyss.
Hello. Yeah, welcome to the broken bugs.
Hey, an alien container. Had an SMG. I mean, if we want the AI to be fixed, I would have.
At this point, the jank is just kind of expected.
Yeah. These materials, the inscriptions, very familiar.
The ship guns are shooting at something.
Okay. Is there anything hostile that you can, like, visibly tell, or is it just...
I don't know. I'm inside. I can just hear them.
Just connected to my ship because I saw the Pentax in there. The spider just spawned.
Took it long enough. Very good.
Still not as loud as Tim's shotgun.
Subterranean facility? What are these Araxan creatures doing down here?
Alright, how do I get out of here? You?
Oh. Right.
Yeah, almost didn't realize it could go this way.
Definitely not a military compound. Sort of a temple? Ancient worshipping place? A line will make more sense, I am. Back down here?
I mean, I can see the walls already.
Calb, they stacked. Back in the blue room.
Almost shot you. I need to replace my mess, apparently.
Oh.
You found the stack.
Yeah, that means they spawned up in the sky and then fell. And,
Yep.
The lamb can have that. And they even split out the enemies. Not stacked on top of each other, which made it even easier to loot.
I'm actually surprised that they spread out as well as they did.
Yeah.
I am reading extremely high energy fluctuations, and someone is trying to access my databases. If I imagine the code has interesting implications.
Thanks for telling us that there are implications without actually just giving us the information. Damn AIs.
Almost shot him after he spawned in.
Are we not supposed to? He's red.
He hasn't done shit yet.
No one has done shit. The AI's broken.
True.
The information we got indicates this is part of an ancient station of the so-called Talon Xerax Assembly. What lies in front of you seems to be one of the sections with the AI core and some databases. Welcome, keeper of the staff of guidance. How can I serve you? Gaber. Of course, most noble ambassador of a distant galaxy. What is the purpose of this mission? This is what remains of Mahan Station, of the glorious Xerox Talon Assembly. A random space particle I saw off the last time. Maybe it was a secret, Lamb. Maybe it's a blue wall thing. Secret. Centuries have passed since this fragment of a once mesmer.
I was trying to figure out what the hell you meant by blue wall thing.
Oh, the gunship.
You mean the shimmering effect.
Centuries have passed since this fragment of a once mesmerizing world was caught by the gravity of that yellow star. This part of the archive has survived the test of time, the war of silence, and the destruction of its homeworld, preserving the history and technology of a glorious past, you or anyone else to make good use of. How long? 975 years, High Representative. It has been a long wait. The others... I saw something fucking move again. The hell was moving over there?
Also, I'm pretty sure this isn't the dude talking, it's the thing behind the dude.
That's why I'm kind of going slightly more robot-y attempt in my voice, but not as...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this dude was supposed to attack us.
His name is Settlement Chief.
I don't know.
Pretty sure he doesn't tag us. It's holding the staff for crying out loud.
I mean, he's in a place filled with infected.
It could even be a hologram projection.
Or a hologram. Then they needed to actually, like, give him a color overlay or something.
It has been a long wait. The others, those that tried to rob all the data, have destroyed much of the information that was preserved in this place before they too fell victim to the infestations. This infection will not be destroyed by any passing of time. No explosion or weapon found in the past could stop it either. But now you are here. Action? I am afraid many parts of my data nodes are destroyed, and possibly due to the removal of the contamination shield. Degradation continues. Place is doomed. As a last service, my humble self has managed to reactivate some of the data displays behind me. Take whatever you can and make good use of it. The Juan, noble keeper of the staff, guidance. Just say staff or guidance. Sorry, it actually says staff or guidance.
Oh, his name has changed to yellow. Or white. Maybe he's not an asshole.
Now we need to check panel 1. You know where panel 1 is? Because these panels never seem to fucking work properly for me the first time I went through this. These are panel 1s. Those are panel 2s. Over there it's panel 3.
I mean, I was more interested in the thing behind panel 2s.
Fair. Panel 1, a symbol of the past. When the Elder Talon arrived in this unknown sea of stars. Read with the light off. Their failure in finding a new homeworld made them look for the next best alternatives. Instead of a lush water world, they made landfall on a dry, nearly deserted planet, consuming the last power units of their already severely damaged ship.
Hey, Tim.
Eh?
Come look at what's in the container, because I put it back. It's an upgrade.
Left with the bare minimum, often not much more than one has been loaded to their escape vessels in a hurry, the Elder Talon survivors not only struggle with surviving...
Sniper.
The epic heavy sniper. No recoil, high damage.
Struggled with surviving the harsh environment, but also with rebuilding their society. Symbol of the past, demonstrating the will to stand at their ground in this new world, the Raika charged crossbow, former ceremonial weapon of the Academy Guards, became the symbol of these few. Headed over the dark, cold ocean of stars. Arrow, arrow, half moon, triangle, triangle.
Excuse you, I call that a half empty.
A symbol of dispute. After having paid a high blood toll on their arrival in the first decades of surviving the harsh environments of the New Homeworld, the New Hope started to descend into darkness again. Lacking the skills of the grandfathers that brought life to the planet. What?
What? New Hope, Luke.
And lacking the technical understanding for the ancient machines brought to the New World with these vessels, a rapid regression of culture and devolution of technology took place in only a few short generations. The high civilization of the Elder Talon shattered into a batch of clans, and a century of brotherhood wars began. Though the Talon, as they now called themselves, were not able to repair the ancient machines, they were clever enough to create machines of war and death from the remains, like the Hata M charged catapult. Diamond, fucking, I don't know. Sun, half moon, square.
That second one's a carrot. Sideways carrot.
Makes sense. Ascending from darkness. After 1,000 years, the darkness slowly came to an end. New inventions were made, and the machines that survived the battles led the Talon into a new era of knowledge and prosperity. Studying the ancient texts and remains of the old escape ships made our great ancestors aware of their heritage, former technical abilities, and legacy. Were willing to compete with, while learning from old hollow videos about the Academy of Sciences, which had ruled that distant galaxy they once fled from, and although the most important info about the reason of the exodus from the original homeworld were missing, achieved by scientists a few generations later, these Talon people, eager to mimic their mighty ancestors, formed the new Academy of Science and gave it a crucially different role: exploration and colonization of the stars. Talon Xerox Assembly. After decades of expansion, the Talon were challenged by a federation of traitors that tried to put their foot on all the Talon worlds. Never being the fighters, the Talon were on retreat from the beginning, until they found an emerging civilization that just made its first steps into deep space, the Xerox Empire. Impressed by their assertiveness, and the Xerox, willing to benefit from the technological level offered and expense to defending the Talon Academy of Science, Talon Xerox Assembly was founded. After the war ended, the Talon Xerox Assembly spread over the galaxy, encompassing thousands of worlds, peacefully ruling tens of species. All tens of them. Then, all of a sudden, inhabited worlds fell silent as they found out what was lurking in the dark. A shockwave went through the government and the Talon Society in particular. A legacy has followed them to this galaxy. Dun dun dun. Right. Section 32. No, so Ida said something, but I have fucking no clue. Pops it up as you're supposed to be reading the third damn panel.
I still need to check panel 1. Okay, Ida, shut up, please.
Because people didn't come down here and grab this container.
Ida wants us to go back to Sectioner 32.
I figured that. That's what the objective said.
I am lost.
So the corner with the walkways, follow that back in.
I'm having elevator troubles.
Oh yeah, there was.
I'm not surprised. They're really good at hiding when they aren't moving.
These were just kind of like in the way.
That goes back in. I think. Pretty sure there's like a little tiny hole we have to go through somewhere.
This hole that I'm standing next to. You guys know where it is?
Yeah, little tiny hole. Oh god, not the space radiation. Don't forget to refill O2.
Yeah, you should probably. I put one on the bridge. Yeah, I put one on the bridge. As you enter the bridge, it's on the right. I ate a pizza. Alright, time to meet section 32 across the sector.
Woo!
Hey, we're heading that way right now. We'll just never arrive because it was 9.4 AU away. At least we weren't spawned in like 20 kilometers.
We were actually pretty close.
It was like 4-ish. It was a bit under.
All the ores are processed.
Be happen part.
Already out of the ship.
Hello, my dear friend. Ida has already sent over all the information you recently found about the Talon Xerox assembly in the War of Silence. Things are starting to make sense, although the information is extremely fragmented. Our analysts will need some time to put things in the correct context of the big picture. This will definitely shake up this sector. And then, our galaxy. I don't know why there's two commas. For now, please fly to the Sigma Beta asteroid field in the Sigma Zero system. Time to meet in person. Time to go to Sigma Zero. Section 32 and who the hell is he?
I really hope he's just that desk dude. I know he's not going to be. That'd be pretty great.
There is a desk dude in the room with him. I'm pretty sure. Right, time to, I think, warp. I don't think Sigma Zero's in range. At least for racing. I don't remember where the hell Sigma Zero is. only seeing it, so I'm gonna... It is 44.2 light years away. Ah, there's a... so we need to go that way, huh? A lot of rain. No, it's not. Alright guys, we're going to a system we've never been in before. Went to Sathi Gamma. Interesting.
No, there's never anything interesting.
Space, empty space.
The red light of death.
A desert planet.
Why are we just rotating?
Because I left myself in pilot mode and don't have the Crisis Center. Temperate planet. A barren moon, ice moon. Barren moon. Snow planet. A moon lava 2? No idea what that means. Forest moon, barren moon. And a barren planet. Second. We are now off to Beta Beta. And we got an Explorer's token for finding an A-class sun for the first time.
Woo!
What's that mean?
I don't
Oh
even
god,
know what
it's
the
white.
hell those are used for.
Rewards. Epic Dream. Hey, Lamb. Oh, there's some ice moons here. Get all...
Snow.
This system, this sector actually has a barren metal planet. Good for, high tier. That actually out of range. It's 30, but I don't know if it's like 30.001. Oh no, it is a range. Alright. They're just doing one more jump, which, by the way, I know the tank's about half full now.
Well, we're out of Pentaxid, so that sucks.
Chapter 7, Meet the Glad. Only thing here, by the way, is a station and an asteroid. That's all that's in this playfield. Commander, we're getting new coordinates. I've marked the position. There is promethium, sathium, ice, titanium, and platinum.
Nice.
3 Promethium asteroids, 2 Sathium 3 iced, 1 planet.
All tanks are full again.
I was about to mention the O2 tank didn't look full, but then it went up to 100%. But Noah, is your food tank full?
Yes.
Let's hope these guys don't have a custom operating system.
That was the first thing I thought of when I saw the acronym.
Yeah.
It definitely felt intentional. It feels intentional.
I'd be more surprised if it wasn't, honestly.
Right. How easy is it going to be to navigate this asteroid?
Man, it's not like you're gonna take any damage.
Advise to park our ship and enter the base through the entrance door behind the corridor on the up.
How many instructions are you going to give us? Goddamn. Some issues there.
Like, jump. You're advised to see the commander in the control room. You're advised to do not required. Fuck you, commander. I'm gonna pick up the rest of your place.
They can't stop me. I'm technically immortal.
Oh no, it's her at the console. Damn.
No, it's just a generic white dude.
Damn. Commander Mercer Jr. We've heard Commander Mercer as a name before, but
Yeah, but clearly this is a different guy.
this is actually his son. We'll learn that here quickly enough.
Give me just a second. Alright, this is gonna be terrible, but I'm gonna try it. Welcome, player character Glad Sigma Base. Please, excuse the way we tried to get in touch with you. There are some debts.
Trying to go for a southern thing?
Captain Keys.
Oh.
Or
Debts?
Keys mixed with Johnson. Yes, debts about you being the ones you hoped you were, and not simply another trap set up by Zarek's friends to get a hold of Glad agents. But Commander Lamar, you know her, Section 32, seems to have been right from the beginning.
Alex is here?
Not at the moment, I'm afraid. She's on a very delicate mission, but she should be back in a few days.
Great. Mercer Jr., UCH Heidelberg Group?
Correct. You found my note, I think.
Yes, and the notes of the Titan wreckage.
That probably was from my father. He was on board the UHC Titan, and I think he had something to do with all that has happened. Because I can words. At least he indicated as much when we spoke a few weeks before I was assigned to the UHC Heidelberg.
Family secrets?
No idea. He was worried about something. He did not want me to join the Operation Phoenix in the first place, and I signed up anyway. This whole expedition was just too tempting for me. A chance to make a name for myself. Junior issues. A quick trip to Proxima Centauri, got some resources, and head back heroes once around the block.
And things went differently.
Yes. The wave front catapulted us to Andromeda, the Xerox attacked us and destroyed a lot of ships, we lost a lot of fine men and women until Perez and the rest of the fleet managed to escape.
Vice Admiral Perez?
Yes. Admiral Benner died when the Titan was destroyed. We still don't know if my father and Admiral Yadin survived. We had some traces that they were held captive somewhere, but never found anything, except the traps Xerox set up. So, you might understand, although we were closely following what you did after you arrived, most of us had a lot of concerns, especially now as things seem to be escalating.
You are leading the GLAD?
No. Alex, Commander Lamar is leading the operation. I handle the mission coordination, while Sergeants Plant and Emerson are handling the equipment, scientists, and the base itself.
The operation.
Yeah, kinda UHC Special Operations. Let me try to sum this up for you. Whatever. From the get-go, when our voyage started, everything seemed to be a chaotic rush job. After we barely escaped with our lives, there was a lot of discussion about what the fleet should do next. Benner, Yaden, and my father, along with anyone who may have had any relevant info, were either lost or dead. After a few weeks, it became clear that we weren't heading back to Earth anytime soon. There was a fierce dispute on how to proceed. Although we had found a good place to hide, some of the commanders and captains, led by Commander Lamar, Captain Zarajan, and others, spoke to Vice Admiral Perez about supporting the local independence movement to build alliances and gather more info that way, without running into the Xerox Empire again. But Perez did not want to risk anything until we had built up a solid base of operations in the sector. She also favored what they started to call New Terra, find a new planet for us to live on, and others that might follow us to Andromeda now or in the future. I mean, we found a fairly habitable planet, just saying. Several.
Yeah.
They seemed relatively unoccupied. Anyway, as a result, Commander Lamar and the others left the fleet and started the GLAD, I think. As things stand now, Perez is quite happy about that. GLAD has helped to lead the Xerox forces astray several times already. So, after misconceptions were ruled out on both sides, GLAD is now secretly working with the UCH fleet, nurturing the resistance movement of the Talon against the Xerox. And trying to get our hands on any info about our fate and what the hell is going on in this galaxy. A short while ago, we actively tried to get in touch with you. That was quite the problem, but then one of our agents, Kezel, managed to get hold of you. Nearly at the same time, the Ilmarinen entered the sector, and we found a way to implant an agent in the Polaris mining facility, where the staff of guidance was found, and, well, here we are, I think.
Careful, help to find answers.
Our analysts are still putting together the big picture, but Emerson said that the data you provided will most likely allow us to draw some serious conclusions. For the first time ever. You might want to speak to him. He's down in the bar at the moment. In the meantime, I'll check the mission status of Commander Lamar. I'll let you know ASAP.
Thanks, that means a lot to me. Updating. Find Emerson. Do it now.
See, why couldn't you just made this asteroid habitable? You just need some grow pots. That's me going to base.
I actually don't know where. Oh, found Emerson. I only stood there and kept those open because it's not obvious that those are shutter doors.
Well, I went the wrong way entirely because I was heading towards the other yellow thing, which is towards base, which is outside.
So, you must be the brave hero that we owe for all the new data about the Talon, Xerax, and the Legacy.
Oh, this is why you weren't our contact. Your voice would have been dead giveaway.
Oh, warm welcome. Please excuse my lack of actual excitement, but I have just finished a 48-hour shift and was on my way to bed when Mercer said you wanted to speak to me ahead of any new assignment he might have for you. New assignment? Oh, he didn't tell you? Sure. Must be some sort of a Mercer family illness to not tell the ones risking their lives everything they need to know. Father who brought us into this mess. Yep, didn't you know? Lamar told me that Mercer Sr. made some mysterious innovations when she spoke to him ahead of the trouble on Apollo Station. She did not trust him at all. It was absolutely right. Literally punched him in the face for all this bullshit he caused. Came already. Did not help us a lot, but that's something she should explain to you in person. Oh, you want to know? Any quotes from the UFO retreat? Let's see. Talon seem to have been refugees, fleeing from the Triangulum Galaxy, fleeing from something that we know as the Legacy. Don't know idea what that exactly is, but it seems to be able to infect, control, and even convert biological beings and machines. Taxon, the fuel of our warp drives, and many other things play a role. The Ilmarinen, which fuck that ship's name, which you visited lately, was captured this way when the unlucky crew dug up a part of an infected Pentaxid asteroid and brought it on board. Bad idea. What we know about the Legacy so far. On the Talon topic, your latest information indicates that after the Talon arrived in Andromeda, they fell back into barbarianism, then made it back to space in a short amount of time. They found and raised the Xerax, and because the Talon were more the brains than the muscles, Xerax grew into the role of the latter. After some decades of peace, the war of science started when the Legacy managed to follow the Talon to Andromeda. Not yet know how this happened or how the war actually ended. But as far as we can say, the outcome was that the Talon were nearly eradicated from Andromeda. Not by the Legacy, but by the Xerax. It's another place where we still do not have a lot of information. Why this turned out as it did. The finding of that cryogenized Talon prisoner named Karhan, that was on front, indicates that the Xerax turned against their century-long allies all of a sudden. What we also know is that the Legacy was defeated, but not destroyed when the War of Silence ended. It seems as though that entity is coming back, even now, as you and others have already found out firsthand. Taking all that into account, there is one thing that does not make much sense, at least to us. The Talon would seem to be technically capable of doing next to magical things, but those that are capable are hiding their knowledge even from their own tribes. We have been working with them for nearly a year, but they still keep it a secret. Ideally not use their abilities to their full extent. Ask me, this is a bit suspicious. If they are waiting for something. Anything else? Yes, maybe one word about the strange stick you found. You probably should keep that staff of guidance either on you at all time or in a safe, but in an easy to reach place. There's a warning to keep the damn stick. I'm afraid we do not know what this device actually is or will do. I asked one of our Talon contacts, but he suddenly vanished and never reported back. It's a gut feeling, but you should have it ready when you need it, I guess. Thanks, Emerson. Next drink, Sonny. Oh, we gotta go back to the command room.
Well, I definitely went in an N direction, and it was not the correct one.
Chapter 8, Sigma Fulcrum.
Oh my. Asteroid bases are a terrible idea.
You need help?
I need help getting into this fucking elevator. There we go. Fuck. Commander, I'm afraid I need to ask for immediate help.
Emerson indicated something.
We've lost contacts with our agents in the nearby Sigma Fulcrum station. This happens once in a while, but the specific agent not only was about to retrieve some valuable data from the caverns of the asteroid the station is built into, but let's just say he's not our usual agent. I'm afraid his ambition outstepped his talent. We're running out of options.
Sounds dramatic.
I hope not, but if something happened to him, I would never forgive myself. His name is Yared.
Okay, I'm listening.
His name is Yared. First things first, Yared is a scientist who was running the exotic materials lab when the station was still under Polaris control. He had some disagreements with the management of the station, which is said to have led to the station being abandoned and later being captured by pirates. The role of the station was never fully revealed, and more astonishing, the Polaris didn't even make any attempt to regain control. That was about 10 years ago. Today, the station is known as Sigma Fulcrum. It's run by civilian management and reportedly used by the Silurian pirate clan as a main base of operations. Silurians are not run-of-the-mill pirates. They're, in fact, high-tech hackers, counterfeiters, hijackers, traffickers, smugglers, and forgers. They run successful business operations in most of the sectors they operate in. In the last few months, the station also became a source of a new drug. Trilinothane. Yeah, I needed to break that one up in my head first.
Fair.
We would have taken Trill, as they call it, as just another drug, but then Yared came into play. He contacted one of our local agents, saying that the drug contained substances that cannot be found in this part of the galaxy. Maybe not even in Andromeda. That caught our interest. As the local agent was killed in what they say was an accident, Yared volunteered to find out more. He said the source is somewhere on the machine hull level of the asteroid. Basically, the belly of Sigma Fulcrum. Just before you arrived, we got an emergency message from the station, calling for help, and it was signed by Yared. It would be extremely important to get him out of there, and along with any information you can find.
What are the mission parameters?
And along with any information with you can find.
Yeah.
Search and rescue. Head over to Sigma Fulcrum, find Yared, escape. Note, the station might officially be labeled under civil management, but expect anyone with a weapon to try and kill you, as we do not know if this mission might already be compromised. But try not to create too much havoc, please.
On my way.
Don't worry, kill everyone involved. Understood.
I mean, now would actually be a good time to actually...
Violence.
So, question is, do we head back to a then end, or...
I don't think it really matters.
We have the mobile base.
You'd have mobile. Water, Methy.
Morning, Methy, and goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, if we head back to Kua, we'd have to head back to the system again. Because in the same Sigma Zero area, it's just...
I mean, we have a teleporter.
A teleport?
I've not.
But
I know we have to bring down shields.
They're off.
I mean, I know it won't go straight to base, but we can find somewhere with a base if we really, really wanted to.
I mean, I'm not saying we have to go back to a go. Fine, staying here. And there was nothing.
Bastards.
That said, I could pop down a teleport. Why is this? Good call it here then.
I think so, yeah.
Eh.
Oh, hey, speaking of